Hi there and welcome to part 3 of my 6-part series called What is Marketing? And in this short video I'm just going to discuss your message, the boast, the broadcast, the brag, which is the second part of the ABC, audience, boast and channel, of the ABCs of marketing, which I've kind of come up with. And the brag is all about what you're saying to customers. But before we get to that, my name is Carl Craig West. I'm the founder of the Auckland Marketing Club, which is part of Auckland Business Builders, or at aucklandbusinessbuilders.co.nz. And if you like this video and you're watching it on YouTube, remember to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click on notifications, and YouTube will let you know when we make one of these videos, which is roughly once a week. And even if you don't subscribe, remember to share it out, click on the like button. It's good to get that out there. Okay. So what about your B, your broadcast, your boast, your brag, or some people call it your message? Well, this is the bit where you're getting across what it is that's good about you into your target market. Now, on the next video on channels, we'll talk about how you get it across. But last time we looked at audience, who you're selling to, and knowing as much as you possibly can about your audience before you get to this point. And remember, it's worth spending time there. That's arguably the most important part. So watch the video. I will put a link below. But this time we're going to look at what it is you are saying to your target audience. And there's a number of aspects to this that make up a good broadcast, brag, boast message. And it typically revolves around just 3 things. Who are you? What do you do? And how are you going to make my life better? Or what's in it for me? Now, who are you is fairly straightforward. Obviously you and what it is you do are, that's fundamental. Okay, that you should have no problem with that. But here's what I found interesting. 80% of small businesses miss out the last part, the what's in it for me. They focus on who they are and how great they think they are at what they do, and overlook the fact that nobody buys from you just because it's you, unless you've got a product which no one else has, or you're superstar famous, etc., and they're buying you because of your reputation. That is rare. Now, which means that you've got some work to do. And that work should be put into the what's in it for me aspect of your marketing, or the message, or the boast, or the brag. What's in it for me? What do I get out of this relationship if I buy from you? Now, at this point, you need to work out what it is you're doing for your target audience. What are you helping them with? How are you helping them? How are you enhancing their life or their business? Are you taking away pain, frustration, headaches, and hassles? Are you enhancing their lives in some way, shape, or form? Are you making them look better, feel better, making their businesses better, etc.? Are you helping people to save money or make money? However it is, whatever it is that you bring to people, you need to understand this, because this is why people will buy. And it's the only reason people will buy in almost all cases. So spend some time on the what's in it for me. Turn what it is that you sell into a benefit. And so this is what we do, which means that this is why it's good for you. This is how it's going to help you. This is what it's going to do to make your life better. So whatever it is you do, if you're a problem solver or a life or business enhancer in some way, shape or form, and that doesn't mean that it doesn't matter whether you're a consultant, business advisor, or accountant, or a marketing specialist like me, or you're a hairdresser, or somebody who does cosmetic dentistry, or you sell cars, or you sell sweets online, or you sell anything. People buy because they see something in it for them. You've got to turn what it is you do into a benefit. Why is this good for me? Why is what you do going to help me? How are you going to make my life better? How are you going to take away stress? How are you going to make my life easier? If you sell something to do with aesthetics, how are you going to make me look better? And by potentially improving my self-esteem at that moment, make me feel better. And these are the things that you need to get across in your marketing. Like I said, they don't just buy because it's you and because of what you're selling. They'll buy it because they see something in it for them. The what's in it for me. Now, like I said, most businesses, particularly small businesses, miss this out. They focus on the product or the service, and instead of focusing on what's in it for the customer from buying this product or service. People buy it because they can see something in it for them, without fail. I'm working with guys in an insurance business, and we're focusing on the benefits of having a proper life insurance review. Because last thing you need, if you are concerned, is to be underinsured. Okay, so we're focusing on the benefits of doing it rather than just it's a good idea. What are the benefits of doing it? Why does it make good financial sense. And if it makes good financial sense, it will help you to feel better in that particular aspect because your family will be taken care of should the worst happen. And see, that's the thing. We've turned a product or service, which in many respects is not exciting. It's hard to make life insurance exciting. But we've turned it into a benefit to the business, benefit to the family. And they will buy the benefit. They won't buy it because of what it is. They'll buy it because they can see something in it for them. And I'm also working with an accountant. We're turning his head full of expertise into business benefits because he's the kind of accountant who will help you grow your business. He's the kind of guy who will bring advice over and above just looking at the numbers to help you make good decisions to move your business forward. And that's what we're selling. We're actually selling, the business growth aspect of what he does. We're not selling ticking boxes. We're not selling just doing the numbers. We're not selling just doing tax returns. We're selling expert advice and input from a guy who's been there, done it, knows what to do, and can bring it into your business. And you see, and that's the key. You're right there and then. I've just turned what it is he does into business benefit. So whatever you do, if you even if you're a hairdresser, do you make people look good, and in doing so make people feel good? They will buy the look good and feel good. They won't buy it necessarily just because you're a hairdresser. They want to look good and through that want to feel good. So, and it's the same thing with, selling any kind of clothing or retail stuff, even if you're just selling sweets. Is there something about your sweets that will bring benefit to people? I've got a former client, built a website for them, and they sell pick and mix sweets. So they lean on the nostalgia of pick and mix when people were growing up. You get to choose what's in your sweetie bag. And that in itself is a benefit because you don't have to put up with stuff you don't like because it's in a mixed bag. You get to choose your favourites. Of course, it makes me feel better because I'm only choosing the things I want to eat. So they're focusing from the pick and mix sweets to feeling good about choosing your favourites, particularly if they were your favourites when they were growing up. So there are loads of ways of doing this. Who are you? What do you do? And most importantly, what's in it for me as a potential customer? And focus on the what's in it for me. Turn those features of what you do and what it is you do into benefits. It takes a bit of thought, but once you get this, your marketing will never be the same. And it doesn't just stop there. The next step is call to action. So if I am interested or I want to buy, what do we do next? And for goodness sake, on things like your website, if you want people to pick up the phone, put your phone number right there. Don't put it somewhere where they have to go and look for it. If you want to email you, put your email address right there on all of your marketing. Don't make people work to have to buy or get in touch. I've seen it so many times. Don't do it. And finally, and this work particularly on website and also social media, third-party endorsement. Can you get reviews? Can you get people to write you reviews? Can you get people to send in their feedback, etc.? Largely because with many retailers online, people do shop around. And especially with things like hotels and restaurants, and my missus is particularly hot on going to well-reviewed restaurants. And cafes because she doesn't want to go somewhere where people have had a bad experience or the food's not that good. Well, in fact, to be honest, why would you want to go there? But the point is, people pay attention to this stuff. People do quite a lot of searching these days and they look at reviews. They look at what people have said. It's a case of don't just take our word for it. Here's what people say about us. Make sure you market these as well. You can put these out in your message, and you should, particularly on your website. Built a website for a plumber client, and he got a feed from one of his reviews, and so it was constantly updated with the latest review. It was really good, but people could see, just recently what people have said about him. So make sure you've got third-party endorsement. So putting it all together, coming to the end of it now. Who are you? What do you do? What's in it for me as a potential customer? What are you bringing to the party here that I can latch onto and buy? Because people ultimately buy what's in it for them. They don't buy it just because it's there. Then if I'm interested or want to buy, what do I do next? Make it nice and easy. And then finally, third-party endorsement. Reviews, testimonials, whatever you want to call them, get them out there as well. People love testimonials. They love being able to buy into what other people think is good. People who like this gave it a 5-star or 4.5-star review, whatever it is. People don't like to feel like they're going out on a limb. They like to feel part of the crowd. Well, most people do. So make it easy for them to see this information. But that's it. Spend some time on this. It is important because if you get this right and get this into your head as a method for all of your marketing will never be the same again. And I promise you it will perform better. because people buy what's in it for them. But that's it. Got questions and comments, please let us know. It'd be good to hear from you. Remember to share, like, and if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. But thanks for watching. Next time, I'm going to be looking at channels, how we get that broadcast or boast or message out in front of your target audience. So stay tuned. We'll be back next week with channels. Thanks a lot, and bye for now.